Hey guys, and welcome to episode 29 of Football Manager 2015 with Aston Villa. It's the 2nd of December 2018. We're playing Crystal Palace today. It's a pretty crunch fixture at the bottom of the league table. As you can see from the top here, we sit last in the Premier League, and to be honest, since last episode, it's gone from bad to worse. I'll take you through it now. The last episode was the 1-1 draw with Karpati. We kind of identified that was we were in a bad run of form, especially defensively, but it's just gone from bad to worse since. We lost 2-1 at home to Nottingham Forest despite taking the lead through Roberto Pereira. Brita Song to score in a brace. We then were 2-0 up against Wigan. Christian Benteke and Nathan both on the score sheet, but a hat-trick from Alexander Swiesmanowski, including 2 goals in the last 10 minutes, gave Wigan the win, which was just a real piss-take and a half. Lost 5-2 away to Besiktas. Robbie Byrne and Jack Grealish scoring. Robert Byrne. He's a youngster. He's now out on loan at Leeds. Just give him more first-team games. He actually played a few games for us though. 3 games, 1 goal, 2 assists. Young kind of attacking mid. Can play in the centre or out on the right. We then lost 5-2 again, this time at home to Man U, despite being 1-0 up. Benteke and Grealish for us, Januzaj, Di Maria with a brace, Oxlade-Chamberlain and Munir for Man U. We did manage to scrape through in the Capital One Cup 4th round 2-1 against Ipswich. Gaston Gil Romero and Federico Bonazzoli scoring goals. Cole Scoos for them. Lost 4-2 away to Swansea. Robbie Byrne and Jack Grealish for ourselves. Managed to beat Besiktas 2-1 despite going 1-0 down. Thomas Delaney for them, an own goal, and Balanta scoring for ourselves. We beat Stoke 2-0, finally getting a win under our belt in the league. Grealish and Benteke with the goals. Then we lost 3-2 at home, our way to QPR despite being 1-0 up and then 2-1 up. Benteke and Pereira for ourselves. Sandro, Joe Morris and a Barini penalty in the 90th minute. Controversial penalty, shouldn't have been one. And of course that went against us. But we followed up with a decent 0-0 draw away at Sporting Lisbon, where we kind of battled hard. But we are out of our Europa League group if we have a look at it here. 4 points behind Besiktas. Like, we've got Karpati in our last game, but so even if we win that though, it won't mean anything. We've put up an okay showing, but it's just not been good enough really. And then the league, I'll show you through it, it really hasn't been good enough. Find ourselves last, 7 points from 12 games, despite Benteke being 3rd top goal scorer with 8, which is pretty good to be fair. We've scored a fair few goals, like we scored 20 goals, that's not been the problem, but we've conceded 29, which is I think the 2nd worst in the league, which isn't very good. And we're playing Palace today, who are just above us, so let's see how we go. There has been a slight change in formation. I don't know really whether it's helping or not. We've got Horn in nets, back four, Santon, Balanta, Corey and Peruzzi. Bravo and Nathan as defensive midfielders, with Gil Romero in front of them. Pereira and Grealish on the wings with Benteke up front. As you can see, a lot of guys here are quite angry with how the club is doing and how we're underachieving. Not really sure how to kind of combat that, because really it's kind of their own fault that we're in this position, especially some of those kind of high profile defenders, because that's where the kind of issues have been. Like, when you compare our goals for in the Premier League to the teams around us, we're by far the best with 20 league goals. That isn't the problem, but we've conceded 29. Pereira 1-0. Get in, Roberto Pereira, 7th of the season. He has been named on the provisional 23-man World Golden Ball shortlist. So Pereira's up for the Ballon d'Or, and actually he should. Now he isn't one of the favourites or anything, but he's done really well this year. Like, his overall average rating for the year is 7.5. So they're going to equalise. Yep. Why would I think we'd keep the lead for more than a minute? Johnny Russell scoring his first ever goal for Crystal Palace, and it means we're into the 13th game of the season. We've only kept 1 clean sheet in the league. I've only kept 2 clean sheets overall, and that's in probably around 20 games, so that kind of shows you where our defence is at the moment. It wouldn't surprise me if we lost this game 3-1 or something, maybe 3-2. Johnny Russell there. Good move by Palace, but decent save this time out by Timo Horn. Find Santon, Grealish now, down this left-hand flank. Can he swing one in? He's looking to. Benteke arrives to get his 9th of the season, his 9th in the league. To be fair to the guy, he's still worrying. He's been really a lone good player. Him and Pereira have been kind of lone good players this year. Oh, I suppose Grealish has been actually quite good as well. So, like as per usual, that kind of front three has been really solid and creating a lot of goals and scoring a lot of goals between them. But it's kind of the rest of the team, like everywhere else on the team. That's where kind of errors and problems are arising, especially in the defence. And I'm not really sure kind of how to iron it out. Maybe it's just new faces needed in the team. I'm hoping that's the case. Otherwise, we're really stuffed because I don't have an answer to it. As this second half is just kind of winded down quite nicely from our point of view, considering we are behind. And Jack Grealish makes it 3-1, and that is game over for sure. Well, let's hope. Roberto Pereira this time turning provider. He runs down this right-hand flank, swings it in. Jack Grealish arriving at the back post and slots it home quite nicely there. Give us a 3-1 lead, and it's only going to be our 2nd league win of the season. But it is a priceless win, especially against a team who are down there with ourselves. That's one that we really need, because of course the board are beginning to get on our back, which is understandable. And to be honest, if it wasn't for my kind of previous successes, I don't think I'd be in it. I don't think I'd still be in a job, but instead we're kind of clinging on. And they haven't actually kind of they've called me in a few times, but just for individual results, and I've kind of gone, oh, I hold my hands up or something, and they're kind of going, oh, fantastic. Well, no, not fantastic, but we'll let you away with it. And the next live commentary, I think, should be at the start of February. But there's a lot of games up until then, because that game is the Nottingham Forest game. That is a long time away. Hopefully, though, we've got a Capital One Cup quarter-final coming up against Wolves. If we get it through to the semi-final, I'll live commentate that. That will probably be in the middle of January, because that's probably our only chance through this or the FA Cup is to get European football this year, because as you can see, the league situation isn't going too well. Also, we've got a few we've got Spurs and City coming up in the league, which isn't going to be good, and then Chelsea, Arsenal and Liverpool later on in December. It's going to be a tough month for us, but one that hopefully, with a few wins lately, like we've won 3 of our last 5 and kind of only lost 1 in our last 5, so we're on a teeny little bit of a run. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. I'll see you guys later.